Hello, my most amazing artist. So right now we're going to be doing a project for my first grade students, and it is going to be a winter landscape. All right, let's get started. Let me see if I can get my camera so it doesn't fall. All right, so I have some watercolor paper. If you do not have watercolor paper, you are welcome to use whatever paper that you have. Just make sure, because we are going to be painting today, that you don't paint over the same spot, because then it can potentially rip a hole in your paper. So the first thing we're going to do for our winter landscape is we are going to sketch in our hills. So I just have a pencil. Remember, we draw light just in case we make a mistake. All right, so I'm gonna make a big hill there. And then we'll do a smaller hill back there, so you can see. And then I also want to include a moon, and I'm going to make a full moon. Now, when I paint, I don't want to paint down here where I've sketched in my hills, and I don't want to paint over my moon. You are welcome to use whatever colors you would like. I have some watercolor paints here. For your sky, my watercolor brush, and then a little bit of water so I can clean my brush in between colors, and paper towel so I can blot it off. So first I'm going to dip my paintbrush in the water, and let me see. I'm going to start with some purple. Remember, you can also blend your watercolors. Just make sure purple, blue, that looks pretty good. You start getting, red and orange, you're going to be getting some brown colors. All right. I think I should have grabbed a bigger brush. See if I can spread these colors around. Get over here on the edge. Now I'm gonna add some blue. And I think at the bottom I might do a little blue and purple mixture. Sometimes it's fun just to mix the colors to see what you can come up with. Okay, remember, we don't want to paint over our snowy hills. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now I'm done with my watercolor paint. So I'm going to put that off to the side. Sorry, my cats were playing with the door. All right, so next thing we want to do is you do want to, before we add any more, make sure that your background is fully dry. So you want to probably, watercolors usually dry pretty fast depending on how much water you use, but you're going to want to wait a little while for all of that to make sure it's nice and dry, so that way we can add the rest of our landscape. I'm going to use a black marker. If you don't have markers at your house, you're welcome to use black crayons, or even a pencil would work, but you do want it to show up. So first thing I'm going to do is outline my moon. So I have that. See how much better that just shows up? Then I'm going to outline my snowy hills. Now you'll notice that, for example, you can kind of see some of my pencil lines here. So if you don't follow your outline, you can take an eraser and just erase those pencil lines. Alright, so next we want to add some footprints in the snow. So I'm just going to put some footprints right down here. Maybe your footprints are animal. Maybe your footprints are human footprints. You can put in whatever kind of footprints you want. I do put some animal ones. We can put little toes. That looks cute. Alright, so we need some trees. You can do simple trees and just make a line with some bare branches. Or if you want to make some pine trees, you can make some pine trees. Like that. But just add in some trees. Remember, if something is really far away, it's a lot tinier. And if something is up close, we make it bigger. All right, so the last step that we're going to do with our winter landscape is we need some snow. So if you have white paint, you can use white paint. You can probably try a white crayon on this once it's fully dried. So I'm just going to put a little bit of paint on my paper towel. Very simple cleanup. And I'm going to use my paintbrush, but I'm going to use this end of my paintbrush and dip it in the white paint and make some snow for my landscape. All right, that looks pretty good. I can't wait to see your winter landscape pictures. So please email me a picture of those when you are finished. Thanks. Bye.